This 486 PC might have been my first computer that was just my own, but this was not my first computer experience. Before that, I played on my brother's Amiga. But we need to go even further back in time, in a place about 60 kilometers from here. This is where I lived, and the place where I experienced a computer for the first time. We didn't use floppy disks. It didn't have a hard drive. It used something else. And this is what it would sound like. It used cassette tapes. It was the Commodore 64. I must have been around 5 or 6 years old in this picture. I didn't understand much of this machine, and I can't remember lots of games or details about it. My older brother used it the most. But I do remember especially 3 things that gives me so much nostalgia. Stealing our mom's cassette tapes and copy games on them, The Last Ninja, and the SID music. The wonderful music from Ben Daglish and Anthony Lees was perfect for this game. Since I was very young, ninjas was so interesting and mystical to me. My brother, who of course also was my role model, was talking about ninjas, and he even made some ninja stars, and that made everything even more mystical and interesting. I remember one time playing this game, I was actually able to kill the guy with the ninja stars. I rushed over to my brother and told him. And he was like, "No." He wouldn't believe me, so I showed him, and I was so proud. The fact that you can have games on music cassettes is just wonderful and weird to me. I do understand how it is possible, and other computers also used cassettes, but I never saw them. To me and my nostalgia, cassettes with software belongs to the Commodore 64 and my first computer experience. So we had the C64C, but I think the bread bin looks nicer and older, and I wanted the grey one. And finally I got one, but it wasn't working. I also had 2 other computers not working. I had seen some YouTubers repairing their Commodore 64s, so I thought I could learn from them, and I got some sockets, a desoldering gun, and a diagnostic cartridge, and more. And I started to repair. But it wasn't as easy after all. I had 3 computers, none of them was working, and I was replacing chips from one to the other, and I got different types of problems. It did become quite confusing after a while to me. I even failed heating up my coffee. After a few long days replacing RAM and other chips, a keyboard circuit board, repairing some tracers, and so on, I was finally able to get 2 computers working, using the third as a donor. I cleaned them up and finally I got the Commodore 64 I wanted. So let's try a few games on the black and white TV. It is the only thing I have right now. I do have some games, but I really want Last Ninja and some other games. So I thought I could use this cassette player to record some games. I did find it in the dumpster, so does it work? Nope. So let's try this one. It wouldn't work, and when I listened to the recording, it didn't sound good at all. So I tried another cassette instead. And yeah, I love cassettes and all, but this is just not fun. So I tried to use a datasette with a missing cover and try to get audio in that way. So I could just hook up my phone instead. And I also installed sidfx. It allows you to have two SIDs instead of just the one. I am going to use one 6581 and another newer 8580. Then I can switch between them, or use both at the same time and get the stereo effect. Instead of making holes in the case, I just let the wires hang out for now. I can't use the software for sidfx yet, so it's on the default setting. But let's listen to what it sounds like. And it does sound better. The stereo effect makes the music come alive a bit more, and I think it sounds pretty awesome. But that's it for now. Next up is repairing the 1541 disk drive, modifying the dataset to be able to record cassettes as well. Just for fun though, because I do want a regular cassette player also. And I also need to find the retro amplifier and the speakers, and I need to repair the VIC-20. And yeah, I have a lot of stuff to do. I do hope you enjoyed, and I really do hope you have a wonderful Christmas, and I will see you next time. Right, so I just want to quickly make this video on camera, because I didn't feel like just making this scripted ending. So I hope you have a wonderful Christmas, and I think this is absolutely amazing. This Commodore 64 is very nice. Let me give you a closer look. So I just have the camera on autofocus now. I can hear people running upstairs, but I hope it's not too annoying. But it looks very nice. And I'm very happy with this, with dual SID and everything. So yeah, I hope you have enjoyed, and I think I will have lots of fun with this setup with perhaps some music programs as well. And yeah, I'm not sure. And also I have ordered the SD2IC or something, so I can use SD card and load games and stuff from that. Yeah, but thanks for watching, and bye.